everybody, and welcome to the first live launch of the week. I'm Kelly Singleton. I'll be with you for the next hour with a fabulous new mask launch. I'm not by myself. We've got the lovely Lisa producing the show today, and Anne-Marie, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Yes, I'm okay.
Good.
I feel like today started the day slightly bad-tempered at home.
Oh, did
so
you?
I've come into the show and I'm going to relax.
Got to chill now.
Got to chill out.
Just have
now.
a bit of time out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want any bad moods.
No,
It's Tuesday.
Too much shouting before 6 a.m. and it's... Oh, you know I like to shout and I can't, especially in the morning mood.
Yeah. You have to get up so early though, don't you, to get SDC nursery and then to come here.
And she's doing the thing at the minute where she wakes up pre-5 a.m. So, shouting.
There's just no need to be up that early, is there? No.
But, are you in a good mood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all good. Excited.
I know. Looking quite summery today.
Thanks.
Yeah, nice.
Thanks.
I feel like we're all in a better mood.
Well, the sun's out today, isn't it? It does make a difference, definitely. I think today and tomorrow are going to be quite nice. I have threatened Mark that I'm going to paint the decking tomorrow if he doesn't. So, while it's sunny.
Well, you not do a better job anyway.
Probably, yeah, but it feels like a blue job.
Yes, I know what you mean. Even though I painted ours, so
yeah.
It's come down.
My neighbour did hers on Saturday. Yeah, it's the thing, isn't it?
Well, let's get on with the show. Let's run this week's Win It Weekly. So we've got our brush markers mini bundle this week. I feel like we've got lots of crafty things going on this week. We've had the core embossing folders, we've got the mask today. It's very creative.
Lots of things.
So we've got 3 lucky winners. We're going to announce those on Friday, and this little bundle is worth £39.97. So all you have to do is like, share and comment your answer to the following question. Which of these traditions occurs on the first day of spring every year? Is it A, the Festival of Scrambled Eggs? Is it B, the Battle of Oranges? Or is it C, mashed potato wrestling? Oh, this is fun.
What do you reckon, Kelly?
Mashed potato wrestling. I do wear outfits.
I know. I wondered, is there gravy? Like, what's the rules? Like, it's yeah.
Oh, I don't. The Festival of Scrambled Eggs. That makes me feel a bit funny though.
I know, like.
I'm going to go with the Battle of Oranges.
It's quite cool, isn't it? I feel like you could do some damage with an orange. You know, if you get a good overarm, you could take somebody's head off with an orange.
Yes, we won't be demonstrating that. Unless...
In the car park?
Yeah.
We'll see how the day goes on.
Yes, if it continues this way, we'll all line up at 4 p.m. Yeah, so let us know what you think. But let's get on with it. So, do we have a VT? Let's roll it. Those cards beautiful. So our lovely Stacey has been at it again, designing a brand new mask launch for you. So it's an addition to our layering mask that we've got here. So we've got 4 sets previously and we've just added these extra 2. So you can grab the bundle, which includes both of these. So that's just £20. So it's a layering blue tip and corners multi-buy. So you can see on the packaging anyway just how beautiful these cards are going to be. And unlike our other masks, in these layering ones, you're going to get 4 inside. So we've designed it all for you and it's really cute. So if you just look inside there, we've got a little pocket and you can just pull your masks out. We give you a really handy ink guide down there so that you can layer up your designs. And so we've even gone as far as showing you how on this side here, how you start, so which colours you put first and then which mask you use, and they're all got a little, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera, but they are initialed there, so A, B, C and D, so you know which ones to put down first. So you can create something really detailed and in depth and add all your colours, and really handy with just those guides. And as well, I'm sure Anne-Marie will show you once she starts demoing, but each of the masks have a little scallop corner there. So once you put it down on your cardstock, you can make a little pencil mark, and then when you layer up the next ones, you've got a handy guide, so everything should be in line for you. So that's the layering blue tip there. So £12 by itself. All our layering mats are £12, so it's 5 by 5 inch as well. But you can use these on bigger cards. You don't have to just stick to 5 by 5. And this is our layering corner blossoms, which is so pretty. Look at those flowers there. And we've got the cards we've got to show you are just so beautiful. But let me show you just what it's going to look like when you first use the mask. So here we've got the A, B, C and D, and just what you're going to use first are the colours, and then you add a bit more depth, and then you've got the bit of detailing on the bird there, and then the little black outlines if you want to. But of course our colours are only a guide. You can use whatever colours you want. You can make whatever coloured blue tip you want.
You can make it into like a little robin, you could make it into a little wren or something like that.
Oh yeah, that'd be really cute.
There's lots of it. You need to have a play with your colours.
Yeah, definitely. And this one is the little corners there. And so again, you can just see how you're going to build up that image. And then when you add that last one with the detail on, those flowers just come to life. But look at those beautiful corner panels. You can add sentiments in there, you can stamp sentiments, you can use our sentiment strip pads, you can put these corners around, I don't know, using your trim me insert pads.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah, that would be cute, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And so let me show you some of the cards, because I feel like that really shows off what you can do with these stamps. I mean these masks. Look at that, so nice. I
So
love
pretty,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah. Adding glitter as well.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
And then we've got this one. So you can see we're using the corners here, but you can just snip into it and make a panel. So if you put the corners slightly closer together, it almost creates this full pattern for you. And just using whatever colours you like with the inks, and then using coordinating cardstock. That's so cute.
It's just so pretty, isn't it? Oh, look at his little face.
Blue tits are they're a lovely little bird.
They are. They're so tiny, aren't they? As well, like the proper little dinky, and they kind of flit around the garden.
Yeah.
There's little flashes of colour. That one's really pretty as well, isn't it?
So that's more of like a little robin. So that's what you can do as well. And then look, we've got a little.
Ooh, look at that
Oh,
one.
that little bit of dimension in there. So another idea of what you can do. And when I was looking through before, this one, I love this
Oh,
one.
that is beautiful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So just using 4 different colour like tones there.
Yeah.
Adding the corners. And this fancy shape as well.
It's really nice, isn't it?
It's really sweet. And then another one with just using 2 of the birds there. Looking at each other's happy anniversary. Birthday cards just for you, thinking of you. There's so many you can do with these cute little masks. So like I said, just £20 for both. So if you get both, you're going to save £4. And each includes the 4 masks inside. So you've got so much to play with there. But let's head over to Anne-Marie and see what you're going to do today.
Okay, so we're going to use the flowers for the first one. So inside we've got our colour suggestions, and we are going to use those colours. So we're going to use the peachy, the tangerine, the pear green and the shamrock, and that lovely cocoa bean for the centre of our flowers. So I've already got some of our peachy, our Matastic Adorable Scoreable, yep, just peachy, because it just works so well together. And what I've done is we're going to go onto one of our beautiful scalloped edge card blanks as well. So I'm starting with a slightly smaller than A5 piece of cardstock, and we're going to put our flowers in each of the corners. So I'm just going to find my first one. So obviously I want A. It's right up in the corner. It's really, oh, helps if I'm in the right place. I'm wondering if I get the reflection on it. There you go. You can just see it. So it's got that letter in the corner. Now I want to put mine that way because I want one at the top and I want one at the bottom. So I'm going to just place that onto here. We're going to have to do them separately. We are going to have to do this kind of twice, if you will. And I'm just going to lay that down in the corner as it is. So I don't think I'm going to have to kind of use the guide there to line that up, because I'm kind of lining it up with the corner detail there. Could go horribly wrong.
No,
We'll soon find out. So we're going to go in with Peachy first of all, because this is kind of like that initial outline of all of those beautiful florals. So let me just get my gorgeous Peachy on here. And this particular layer of your mask, you could just use it as it is. You don't have to add all the detail onto this if you don't want to. It looks really lovely just as like kind of a silhouette of the flowers. So just going in and around that detail, just making sure we're getting in there and getting that colour down as well. So you might find this a little bit easier if you've got finger daubers as well. You can use those. And if you've got kind of spiky bits like this, kind of work away from them, if you will. Don't work into them, because you're going to end up kind of lifting those spikes up and then getting ink where we don't want it to go. So just be mindful of some of the kind of detailed bits and pieces and how you apply that ink down. But you'll get used to it.
Did you say you're using the same colours that's in the...
Yes. So we're going with Peachy first of all.
Oh, yeah.
For the base. So we've done that corner there, and then I'm going to take the other corner and I'm going to pop that up at the other side. So we'll do each layer at the same time. So again, I'm just going to add that to that corner, and I'll just take that down there. And then just go back in with our Peachy. But this would look so pretty in, you know, any kind of tonal colours. I think the thing you need to remember is that these are the two colours that are kind of working together. So you could kind of go with like a light pink and a hot pink, like a pale blue and a dark blue, a lilac and a purple, do it that way. Or you could go completely different and do, I don't know, like pink with blue overlay on it, you know, things like that. It's one of those kind of ones where you really do need to have a play around with it and try different colours and things, because some of them will look amazing.
Yeah.
And I do like this one just kind of as it is as well, you know, with the silhouette. I think it looks really, really pretty.
Yeah, you could totally use it like that. It's
yeah.
a really nice background.
It's so nice.
I feel like as well you can do this if you don't want to like pay full attention, do you know, because the work's already been done for you,
yes.
with like the layers and
yeah.
the detailing, so you could just be, I don't know if you want to watch the telly or you want to
yeah,
sit outside
definitely.
and do a bit of crafting.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those kind of easier little tasks, isn't it?
Yeah.
So then we're going to go in with our mask B. So just remembering that we've kind of rotated it that way. So when you're laying the second one on, just making sure, but you can see that lays over kind of perfectly. You can see the flowers underneath, so we know that that's in the right place. And again, we're just going to tape that one down. So mask B is our tangerine. So we go to that darker shade now. Let's just grab our little sponge off there. And even again here, if you just wanted to use these two layers, they are going to look fabulous just like this. So we're just going to add in all of that beautiful tangerine colour. It's popular this week. Stacey used this quite a lot yesterday.
Oh, did
this
she?
colour, yeah.
We must all be subconsciously missing Natalie.
That must be it.
So
Our little tangerine. That must be it. So then when we take that off, that looks amazing already. And then again, trying not to get fingerprints everywhere, because we're good at that. We're trying. And then this one, again, is just going to line up here. So just making sure that that is sitting where we want it to sit. Make sure it's straight. That's going to be useful. And then going in with the tangerine there as well.
I feel like you could still totally get away with it if you wasn't perfectly precise. If
You
you
could.
were just a tiny bit off, it'd still look really good.
It would, yeah, especially with your flowers, because every flower is unique.
Yeah.
They don't always look the same. They do have different detail. It can kind of give you that kind of like watercolour effects as well, you know, if they're a little bit off. Things like your bird needs to be a bit more precise, because you will notice if your bird is out ever so slightly.
Yeah.
So you do want to take a little bit more effort with the bird, but other than that, with your flowers, you can totally get away with being a little bit unprecise, shall we say. Okay, so C is this one. So again, just making sure that we're still rotating the same way. And this is going to sit around your flowers, so you can kind of see how that fits. And again, you can just move that around to get that exactly where it needs to go. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm not got any extra orange detail where I don't want it. There we go. And then we will just secure that one down. And this time we're going in with, let me double check, our pear green, which is this lovely shade. It's such a beautiful colour. So just getting that onto here. And what I'm also going to do is, because these leaf details are quite close together, and obviously I don't want to get those on this section, I'm just going to cover those bits up. If you've got your finger daubers, then you probably don't need to do this, because you can just get in the detail. But just because we're using our blending sponges, just really want to make sure that we're not getting any other areas that we don't want. So just going in all of that gorgeous leafy detail. It's just so pretty and so easy to create. And I love how when they're done, they look like really expensive, fancy cards.
Yeah. They look like pattern papers,
Yeah,
don't they?
they're just incredible. It's so clever, isn't it? It's such a clever technique. And I love this. If you're not a stamper and you know you've been put off by kind of layering stamps, then these are just so simple. They really will just make life so much easier. So we've got that gorgeous detail going on there, and you can just see how it comes to life so quickly as well. It's wonderful. So I'm just going to take the tape off this side. We'll keep that because we'll mask off the other areas as well once we've got this on. Again, that's just going to slot in there, just making sure that we are lined up to the edges, just like the others. Obviously, if you're putting this into, you know, like a middle of a piece of cardstock or something like that, that's why you've got that corner detail just popped out there, so that you can line them up easily. But because I'm just doing it to the edges, we don't actually need to use it. And then we're just going to go in again with our pear green. This would also look nice with the is it khaki? That's a really nice green as well. Nice. All depends what you like to use. You'll have your favourites, you know, you'll have your favourite ink pad for kind of like greenery. There we go. I think that's all of our pear green. So we'll just grab that off, and then we'll go to our final one. So this one is one that's got two on. So if I just bring in the packaging again so you can see. So it's got your shamrock, which is going to pick up all the detail on the leaves, but then it's also got your cocoa bean, which is your flower centres. Mm-hmm. So again, I'm just going to pop this down. And what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to go over with my shamrock, and then I'll do my cocoa bean, because if I get any shamrock in the cocoa bean, it will cover it up, so it's not a disaster. Oops. Covering up that little bit of leaf. And again, we're just going to cover over those sections there so that we don't have any bits where we don't want them.
Have you been out potting any pretty flowers yet?
Not yet, no. We've kind of held back a little bit just because the weather. Yeah. It feels like it's been a bit too scary to kind of commit, because it it can get quite expensive, can't it, once you start adding all your garden flowers in and things. We are quite lucky. We've got quite a few things that come back each year. So I got a rose bush last year, which has gone, it went absolutely crazy, and I think I should have cut it back in the winter. And I didn't, but it's got loads of new leaves on. It's fine, but it's just very leggy now. You know, I feel like I probably should have cut it back so that it wasn't as leggy. And then we've got a clematis which I planted last year, and it didn't flower, but it's got loads and loads of buds on it.
Oh, that's good.
And I got a hydrangea again. I think I got that last year, and it didn't do anything. And they go back to like sticks in the winter. They look so sad. But that's come back, and it's really, really like doubled in size, and there's loads of tiny little buds in it as well. So I'm hoping that that'll do its thing this year. And I think that's the thing with gardens, isn't it? They're not an overnight thing.
No, I know. And you go to the garden centre, and I'm like, right, I need my garden to look like this.
Yeah.
This week.
Yes, please. If you can do this overnight, that would be marvellous. Thank you very much. So just taking the time to get in the centres there. Again, finger daubers are much more useful for this. I don't think we've got a set in here, but we can make it work. We just got to be careful.
I like Claire's comment on Facebook. She says, these have gone straight in my basket.
No messing.
Have they fallen into anyone else's basket?
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be quite naughty.
Oh, are you adding some extra colours?
No, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut one up because...
Oh, snake.
I know. Because I don't want to mess this up. We're doing really well. So I'm just going to cut one of my little sponges up.
It's a good little trick though.
I know. I've still got a little bit of cocoa bean where I don't want it on this one here. But I don't think we're going to be able to do anything about that now at this stage. So we're going to have to just suck it up. It's be fine.
We will.
It's just there. It's just made my leaves a little bit darker. So I think we can kind of get away with it.
Yeah.
It's not a disaster. And then obviously we need to come back over to this other side to get this last layer of detail in. And then we can start putting this together.
Looks amazing already.
It's so beautiful, isn't it? It really, really is. It's just the simplicity of it. Like, it just amazes me how it comes together so quick, and it's just wonderful. I'm just going to clean this side off as well because it's quite inky.
I wonder if Stacey thinks it's as simple once she's designing each mask.
I know. It must take some work.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It really must. Okay, so again, just lining that up. Just making sure that it is straight. And we're going to go and do our shamrock first, again. And then we'll go in and get that detail again. Oh, let's cover them up. We nearly had a disaster, Kelly. We nearly had some random leaves in the middle of our card. We're not playing that game. We've done really well. We're not messing it up now. There we go. Did
you take these to Hobby Maker, or was it Kat?
It was Kat.
Was it Kat?
Yeah. I think I'd feel a little bit more prepared if it had been me. Yeah, no, Kat had these on Sunday. Okay, there we go. So that's all of our shamrock. And then we'll go in with our cocoa bean. Again, just taking that little detail. Little pad there. A little bit of a cheeky top tip, but it's done the job that we need. And again down here. And then this little tiny one's going to be really pesky because it's like right in the middle. There we go. I think that is all of the ink in, so let's just pop those to to one side, anything that's kind of messy, so that we don't get inky fingerprints everywhere. And we'll take this off. There we go. It's just so pretty, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Love it. Okay, and then we're going to pop this onto one of our scallop cards. So I think I need to do a little bit of trimmage, just so that we can get this kind of to our edges. So I'm going to trim along all four sides, just so it takes it nicely to the edges, like this. And it just takes off that little scallop corner detail that we've managed to get in there as well. There we go. So then that will sit onto, I probably need to trim my peachy down a little bit as well now.
Oh, that's nice.
It's cute, isn't
Yeah.
it? But I'm wondering if we maybe bring in, see if we've got a little bit of the green. I don't know if we've got any Matastic in here. Have you got any Matastic, Lisa?
What colour?
Oh, what colour? Something pale greeny. I'll find something in there.
Would you like it? Oh, we nearly got a glimpse of Lisa.
We nearly did.
Have-
We nearly did.
Lisa, have you been on yet at all by accident, or has Dan forced you on at all?
Do you know what we did say though?
Was in a magazine, that's enough.
Okay.
We did say that we think, because Lisa does her journaling,
Yes,
we
she
think
does.
she should do some hands-only journaling videos.
Oh, well, I didn't know about this, but let's pencil it.
I think we should, because have you seen some of the things that she's done?
Yeah,
They're
they're good, aren't
wonderful.
Seen some of them. Kelly copies them.
I do. I ask her to bring them in when well, I say we. I do a month and miss a month because I'm never organised enough.
Okay.
But yeah, I like Lisa to bring it in so then I can have a look at the ideas.
Yeah.
And do mine
And
for
then
the
do your
month
own.
after.
Yeah. I love that. It's only fair,
It is.
isn't it? Sharing. And then that is all going to go on to our gorgeous scalloped edge card blank as well. But we need a sentiment. So we're going to use our, she says, our overlay sentiments. I'll put them somewhere safe. Hold the line. We will find them in my things. I got them off Rachel and everything.
Oh no.
Oh, they're here, they're here.
Okay.
I told you I'd put them somewhere safe. They're here. We're going to use these beautiful overlay sentiments. So I think
They're so good, these.
they are so
stamps.
pretty. What should we go with? What do you fancy?
Happy.
So we've got Happy, Love, Hooray as the big ones. And then there's loads of
Yeah.
little bits and pieces.
I feel like happy.
Happy.
Definitely happy.
And then happy thoughts, happy new home,
Happy thoughts.
happy thoughts, or happy birthday, either or.
Yeah.
So this is, it's about 1 inch wide, so I'm going to go just over 1 inch on this strip so that we can pop this across. And I'm also going to do a little strip of the peachy as well. So that was 1 1/4. So let's go just under 1 1/2. So it gives us a nice chunky peachy edge. And let's trim it down to the right size as well so that we can stamp it kind of in the middle. So I'm going to go, so that's just under 4 1/2. So I'm just going to take it slightly over so we can trim it to size when it's on there.
And these stamps are so very nearly out of stock.
Are
Yeah, we
they?
were having a look yesterday.
This makes me sad.
I know.
We need to tell Stacey so that she can order some more. Can you see the stamping press?
There's one on the shelf behind you.
Oh my goodness. That's a stretch. Oh, oh my goodness. I was going to use my clear block, but I've just lent it to Jane.
So you don't have your own stuff, I feel.
Do you know what?
You need to get your own.
I do have my own things. I have my own stamping press out there.
Yeah.
but it's in my trolley and I wasn't going to use it because I was going to use my acrylic block, but I've just lent it to Jane. This is the problem. But I was saying earlier, wasn't I? The ink pads are like, my ink pads are like the communal office ink pads. And then I was using my alcohol pens, my craft markers the other day, and I've got loads of colours of those missing. Like, genuinely, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what? Why is everybody nicking my stuff?
It must be like on TV days. Right then, let's just have a look through this stash here.
Yeah, it's because I'm not here.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They take all my stuff when I'm not looking. Okay, so we're going to use the peachy for the happy. So we'll get that nicely stamped there. And then I'm going to go with the tangerine to do our... What did we go with?
I don't mind.
What did
Happy
we decide?
birthday we can do.
Oh, we liked thoughts though, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm just going to give this a little clean. Because it is a little bit... I don't want the black
Yeah.
to come off on our peachy. We don't want to ruin it on the last step. We're not doing this. Okay, so let's lay that over. Stamping press is best for this anyway. I would have messed it up using my clear block. There we go. So pop that on, pick that up, and then go in with our tangerine. Hopefully this will be dark enough. It's hard to tell when you put it on the clear block because it doesn't look very dark when it's on your clear stamp, sorry, like this. But because we're using the stamping press, if it isn't dark enough,
Yeah.
oh, it's fine. Look how cute
Oh,
that
yeah,
is. Might just pop a little bit of more pressure in the middle there. There we go. Very cute. Well, let's just take that off there so we don't leave it and it lives in here forever.
You never get it back.
We'll never get it back. It's very gritty, that stamping press. I feel like someone's been embossing on it. Like, it's
Oh.
very, very gritty. And I'm going to give this a good wipe, just making sure with no ink where it shouldn't be, so that we can stick this down onto our card using our tape runner just because it's nice and easy, she says.
I know Stacey and Jess were making a little embossing video yesterday.
Oh, were they?
Yes.
This is exciting.
I feel like now we've got Stacey coming on the shows, we'll just keep asking her a little bit, can
Just-
you do this for
Yeah,
us now?
can you do this now?
Can you also do this?
Yeah, can you do this? Yeah, this is okay? She won't mind. She loves getting involved, really. She pretends that she doesn't, but she does. We know she does. So I'm going to pop this on and then trim it down. So I've got a little bit of a tear where my tape has picked up the cardstock there. So I'm going to go right in the middle of there and then just trim off what we don't need.
Viv has had some happy posts this morning.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
She has got the new pocket pads, the frame dies, card blanks, and the club gift.
Nice.
I know.
That club gift
I know.
has gone a little bit cray-cray, hasn't it?
It has.
We don't have as many of that as we would like left right now.
No, not for this early on.
No, because we weren't going to do another one until a little bit later on in the year.
Yeah, but things may change.
Yes.
We don't know. We're just
We're trying to
squeeze.
do some shuffling.
Yeah.
We are trying. Oh, that one was fresh cucumber. And then this onto our peachy. Oh, it's so pretty. And then that will all go onto our gorgeous little scallop.
I love those scallop card blanks.
I know, me too.
They're so pretty.
That will just sit in the centre. We've got quite a big chunky border on there. You could make that a little bit tighter if you wanted to, but it does look very,
it's
very
beautiful.
cute.
They're so nice.
So pretty.
Love it. Thank you. That is using the Corner Blossoms mask. So Beautiful. But let's just show you some of the other layering masks that we also have on the website. So if you haven't already had a play with the masks, then we've got these on offer too. So it's the same price, they're £12 each, or you can get the sets of 2 for £20. So we've got the layering blooms and butterfly multiply. Look at those ones, and just look at that butterfly.
It's stunning, isn't it?
Absolutely amazing.
I really love the like that kind of watercolour inky background that comes with that layer behind the butterfly. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I didn't realise that came with it as
Yeah.
well. It does, doesn't it?
It's fab, isn't it?
Beautiful. But with all, if you use your dark colours, you're going to bring out all those detailing on that butterfly and on the wings, so it's going to look really beautiful. And then we've got another florally design here, but a full page one. But I'm guessing if you wanted to go bigger, could you tile it ever so slightly? Maybe?
I believe you can. I'm sure that when me and Stacey did those in here, she tiled that to make it bigger. I'm sure she did.
Oh, that's good. So again, it's the same size. They're both 5" by 5", but as you know, you can make cards whatever size you like. Go a little bit bigger or snip into them and go smaller. So £12 each, or you can get both for £20. And then the other set we have are these beautiful ones, but just look at that incredible tile there. So this is our tiles and florals multi-buy. Again, it's £4. £4. We wish it was £4. You can save £4. It's £20 for the bundle. Inside each one, it includes 4 masks, just like the ones we've shown you before. But just look how beautiful the cards made out of this tile one are. So pretty. It gives me like a summery feel, Moroccan tiles.
Yeah.
Really nice, happy one there.
It is lovely, but you can use all of those background masks separately as well. So if you just want a polka dot one, you can just use the polka dot one.
Oh, of course.
It's really clever.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, yeah, so you could just have like
You could just have the
little dots, you
flowery
can have the
bits.
flower.
You could just have the hexagons. It's such a clever one, that, because they come together to create that stunning background, but equally you can just do individual backgrounds.
And then if you have any like little small stamps at home, you could stamp little hearts in. If you have
Yeah.
any little mini dies you wanted to add on with some foam pads or something. Here we've got this beautiful floral one here, and a little tiny buzzy bee.
So cute, isn't it?
How sweet is that? So let me just show you some of the cards. And of course, you'll know already that this is my favourite one.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of sparkle in there as well, which is really nice. And you can use with our layering masks all our combo dies. They work perfectly with these to add like really nice banners and sentiments. You are amazing, sending lots of love. Nice blues and yellows there, which is another, it's just another variation of the colours you can use. Oops. Oh, look at that.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
So pretty.
Cutting out in the middle as well, which is quite fancy.
Oh, look at that. That one's just using the dotty background.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's clever, isn't it?
Oh, it's very clever. That just looks so fancy with that foiled sentiment in the middle. So that's using one of our trimmy insert pads. I feel like that looks like shot ball.
Doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then here we've got that butterfly there. So I'm not using all the colours, but
It's
just
wonderful, isn't it? I think that one is the one where the gold is just the detailed mask.
Oh, okay.
So like just using one layer of the mask
Yeah.
to create that gold effect. It looks stunning, doesn't it?
It does. Look how it shines. Another one here. There's like greens and darks, and I like getting we've used one of the masks as well, like the silhouette, to create this pattern.
Create that that
Yeah.
background.
It's nice. And then some more summery happy cards. So happy birthday there, using that as a tile down the centre. And then here,
Oh,
which
that's
is
really pretty,
cute.
isn't it?
Yeah. Use some heart dies here, and just making a little aperture for those patterns behind it. So really beautiful. So that's all of our layering stamps selection so far that we've got. All £12 each, but go head over to the website and have a look at all of them in there. And we'll head back to Anne-Marie for the next demo.
I thought I'd show you how we can use, if we use the background mask with one of our trim me's.
Yeah.
I don't know what you fancy. Oh, that one's quite nice. Birthday wishes just for you. I hope we still have this one.
Birthday. I think so. Lisa's on it now.
That was quite nice as well. I'll take both of those out. But it's going to work with any of our trim me's. This is just one that we have in here.
Yeah.
But it will work with any of them. Can I please borrow the background mask set?
Yes. This one?
Yeah, thank you. And I think what we'll do is, let's have a look at them and see. Let me show you what I mean when I say you can use individual ones. So you can just use the kind of dotty hexagons. You could just use the outline hexagons. That's going to give you a really cool kind of like 3D look. You can just use the little flowers, or you could just use the polka dots. So you've got loads and loads of options. It's just so clever how it works. So I think, what do you fancy? Do you want to go all of them, or do you want to pick one or two?
I feel like we should just pick one or two just to see it.
Just one or two?
Yeah.
Right, let's trim our page down first of all. So obviously these have got that amazing guide on the back. So I'm going to cut this down to fit a 6x6. So just following that guide around here. Oh my goodness,
Oh,
Kelly.
Daisy. I'm so glad that didn't open.
Wrecking the joint.
We'd be finding those for weeks.
Okay. So shall we go with just the flowers and the dots? So that gives us, I'm sure the dots do the little centres of the flowers.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna pop this onto here, and I'm going to kind of line that up central. So I've gone oversized intentionally because I want to trim this down afterwards.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to give myself that little pencil corner just so that I know I can line the next one up perfectly. So just taping that one down. And then what we're going to do is we're not going to mask off any of that foil in the centre. We're just going to kind of keep away from it, if you will. We're just going to not go too close to it. And I'm going to go pinks, I think.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'm going to go blush and pink petal, I think. Let's just have a little test. It's my little bit of scrap. And just check we're happy with how these are going to look. So I'm going to do pink petal on the petals, blush on the petals, sorry, and the pink petal in the middles. So I like the look of those two. So let's go with that. So petals first. So just grabbing our sponge, making sure that that's nice and inked up. And we're just going to add that into our little flowers. So just taking that around. I'm just going to tuck that under because I do want to be able to just move this around. And just making sure that when we get to anywhere where the foil is, we're just going to kind of not go onto the foil. I just want to kind of go around it. So again here, this one was going to take those petals in slightly, and then everywhere else we can just pop that pressure on and get that lovely pink down. So here again, just up to that foil, and anything where the foil is kind of right to the edge of the petals, I'm not going to go on that one at all. I'm just so that it keeps the foil nice and clear. You can still see exactly what it says. If you go over it too much with like the kind of pattern, even though the foil will resist the ink, it'll just make it a little bit trickier to read. And again, just get that one in the middle there. Just make sure I've got these up here. I feel like I've been a little bit tight with the ink up there then. And then because we kind of hinged that at the top, we can just give that a little lift up, she says. Just see how that looks. So you can see how we've just kept the foil away from the ink away from the foil, so it doesn't interfere with that sentiment at all. I'm just gonna add a little bit more down there. There we go. So we can take that one off.
This is cute.
It's really cute, isn't it? So just grab that tape there and peel that mask off, and we should be able to just hinge this one in as well. Now I didn't pay any attention to my letters when that was on here, so I don't know which way around I had that actually.
Oh, no.
It was that way. It was the right way up. Do pay attention to your letters as well as your placements. So again, even though we're lining that up to the little corners that I put on there, I can see exactly where the centres of the flowers are. So I know that that's going to sit kind of perfectly on those. So I'll swap that back over to our pink petal. And again, we want to just make sure we're getting the centres of those flowers that are outside of the foil. So just going in and around. Super
Are you getting
quick.
all your pinks and nice bright colours out before we go into Christmas? Well, you guys will be going into Christmas mode first.
Oh, I don't know. It's just
Is it still too far away?
what, Christmas or the pinks?
Christmas crafting.
The team here are working on Christmas now.
Oh, you're putting it off, it seems.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready.
No.
I really have to psych myself up for it. When we were signing off all the artwork, it was like kind of given to me on a Friday, and I was like, I'll come back to this on Monday. I need to prep myself for the weekend. I was like, I'll have a couple of Baileys and mince pie, and I'll be fine. But yeah, I do feel like I need to psych myself up. I don't think I'm going to have a choice.
No.
I'm just going to get thrown into it this week, whether I like it or not. There we go. Look how cute that looks. It's so sweet, isn't it?
Is.
So we'll just, again, take that mask off. And at any point, if you decide now, actually, I want to go in with another one, you could still line that up. So we could still go in there next with our hexagons if we wanted to, and add that again. So, you know, you're not limited. If you just choose two and do those two, it doesn't mean you have to stop there if you don't want to. You can continue and add more onto here as well. So let's trim this down as well.
The ink around the mask has made it look 3D.
I know. Yeah, hasn't it? We're trimming that bit off, but it is very cute. So we're just gonna trim this down. You could use the guide on the back if you wanted to get it really precise, but because we kind of centered the masks onto the 6x6, it should be pretty central anyway. So just take off all those four sides, and then let's have a look again at our Matastic. This is mine now, Lisa.
Have you claimed it?
I have officially claimed it. I did go and try and look for one of these before, but I can't find anything out there. It is ridiculous. I just don't know where anything lives.
You've got some handy names on the back.
I know, they've all got the names on. I do have a pink chiffon, but I might as well just use this one. So we're going to use pink chiffon and rosy pink, because look how cute that's going to look on here. Oh, it's so cute. But I'm going to bring in one of our embossing folders as well that we launched yesterday. So let's do this. So that is just over 12. So if I go to, let's go just 1 under 5. Let's have a look at that. See if that gives us a nice kind of chunky edge on there. And then what I'm going to do is put this to 6. That way. So that's going to give us that really chunky border with that petal pink. Was it petal pink? What was its name? Chiffon. pink
Yeah.
chiffon. And then we can go to our spotty embossing folder as well, because that's going to tie in beautifully with those spots. And let's run this through our Gemini. So we just need, going through your Gemini, you just need your 2 white plates for embossing folders. So I feel like it needs to go that way because they're so curly. Let's pop that through. Kind of feels like it's not doing anything because it doesn't have the usual pressure of like die cutting.
Yeah.
But I promise that's right because I checked the manual.
Oh, lovely.
So pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
So pretty. So let's pop that back out of the way. Just chuck those back in there a second.
We're going to have as well in a few weeks Technique Tuesday for our embossing folder.
We are. Yes, it's going to be good because there's so many things you can do with them. So that's going to go on there. Now what I'm going to do, I don't think I have. Or do I? I do. I have a cheeky little nail file in here for all eventualities. Mostly for sanding down. Oh, fantastic. Look at that.
What a good little trick.
Doesn't it look amazing?
It really does.
Just takes that top layer of that ink off to give us that white core. Top layer of ink. Yeah, it is ink, yeah. Ignore me. And it just gives you that really lovely kind of white effect there. So we can kind of just pop that back in the middle. But let me show you as well. So the ones in the middle, because I'm not going to do this, but if you wanted to, you could go in with your ink pad and make them pink. So lots and lots of things. Stacey did an inky one yesterday and it looked incredible. But just so many different ways you can use them. They are fabulous. So then we'll pop that onto our lovely rosy pink. Such a lovely set of colours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then let's get a 6x6 card blank. So we can get this on here first. Just going to give that a nice crease as well, because we're going to have that at the top. So we'll get our... Oh no.
Oh, have you come
What
to
a
the end?
sad day. What a sad day. I only filled that up last week at Hobby Maker as well. I stole one of theirs. It's okay. I'll use my dotty.
Okay.
It's not a disaster. Not right now, anyway.
No.
Yeah, I ran out at Hobby Maker.
Oh, live on air?
Yep.
Oh dear.
That's how it goes, isn't it?
And it's not like here, so you can't like, just quickly grab me one from my desk.
No. It was. It took a little bit of time. I had to get the double-sided tape out, and then I was like, I feel really sad for my double-sided tape because it's just been like abandoned in the bottom of my toolbox. And then I just thought, you know what, it's going to be really naughty now and not like lift up for me. It's going to be troublesome, but it wasn't. It behaved.
Was it okay?
Yeah.
And it didn't add too much time onto your demo?
No, but I felt so sad for it. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to dig the double-sided tape out. Okay, so we'll just pop that in the middle. There we go. Super cute with that gorgeous little background as well. It just sets it off, doesn't it? The white as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. And it matches those flowers and the spots just perfectly.
I know, it's perfect.
Yeah.
This is why you just need everything.
I know. Add it all because we guarantee that you will need to use them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. So before we get on to the third part of our show, let's just recap this week's Win It Weekly question. So all you need to do is like, share and comment your answer to the following question. Which of these traditions occurs on the first day of spring every year? Is it A, the Festival of Scrambled Eggs? Is it B, the Battle of Oranges? Or is it C, mashed potato wrestling? I have seen quite a few answers for A.
Yeah, I did
So
yesterday because I'd forgotten to do the reminder for the Win It Weekly,
Oh,
and I
right.
was like, right, we need to just jump in and do the Win It Weekly reminder, because if people are just tuning in and seeing comments for the Festival of Scrambled Eggs, they're going to be like, what is going on?
Hosted by Hunky Dory in July. No, only kidding. So yes, let us know what your answers are. But let's have a look at a few more things. So we've picked some handy products that you might use when you're crafting away with these masks. So it's our finger daubers. So, you know, these are super handy to get, and so it's £19.99 and it contains 40. So that's pretty good, because that's kind of like your 40 core colours, if you will.
Yeah.
And then you can just get into those tinier more intricate parts with ease. If you didn't want to mask everything up, then they're perfect for this. And it just allows you a little bit more precision. But a really quite handy little box. That was the big bang before that you might have heard.
This is why we're grateful they didn't
Not
open.
many in stock.
There's
Oh,
not.
is there not? Limited
Not
stock?
many.
Let me tell you, Kelly, we were out of stock of these.
Oh, really?
When we did the last mass launch, we
Yeah.
were out of stock because
Oh.
Stacey was fuming.
I
She's
don't-
like, I need the finger daubers for the demos. We don't have them. And then randomly, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago, I was just going to get some stuff out of the warehouse, and I just saw them in the box, and I was like, what's going on? They're out of stock on the website, not on the back office system saying that we had in stock, but there was a box full.
Oh, no.
But that box full is all that we have currently. They are on order,
Okay.
but that box full is all we have.
I feel like, you know, it's either Lisa, me, you, we'll do a little wander into the warehouse.
Yeah.
And we can find little hidden
We
things.
find things.
That just go, do you know, things go missing.
Yeah.
Don't they? It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's like, what's it called? Like, not Narnia, but somewhere, I don't
It's
know.
a very similar place.
Yes,
Yeah.
very similar place. So we've also got some Ink Me, so perfect for any sort of stamping, use with your inks, your ink pads. And there's 100 sheets here for £19.99, which is amazing. All 300 GSM, so the perfect base for any sort of stamping, masking, and getting creative with. But we've also got a little smaller pack there for £9.99 if you're just topping up your stash, or if it's the first time you're ordering these masks and you want to just get a little bit of some stock for your stash, then that's £9.99 for 30 sheets. And then the first demo, you will have seen Anne-Marie use these absolutely beautiful scalloped edge card blanks. So there's 30 scallop edge cards in here, and it includes envelopes as well, and there's 3 different sizes, which you can just see there on the packaging at the bottom. So we've got an A6, an A5 and a 6x6, and you're going to get 10 of each of them. And this is really in trend at the minute, this scalloped edge. It's everywhere, isn't it? And it's just a really cute idea. It's just a really cute finishing touch for your cards. So that's our little top picks for our masks. And then I've got some more cards to show you because they are just so pretty. And I feel like the design team has had such a good time with this when we get lots of cards. Oh, and I forgot this as well. Sorry about that, Lisa. Low tack tape, so £1.99. Just secure your mask in place. Mask over the sections you don't want to colour in yet, but super handy. £1.99 for that. So let's just recap what we've been showing you today if you tuned in late. We have got 2 brand new layering masks for you. It's our blue tit and corners multi-buy. So you're going to get this beautiful little blue tit there, and then the flowers as well. So you're going to save £4 when you get both of these together, and that's just £20. So each mask comes with 4 individual 5x5 inch masks inside, and you can layer up to create these really beautiful designs. So let me just show you some more. Oh, look how fancy this one is.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that. We've even put a little bit of colour there. How lovely. And so it's nice to see what everybody else has done with the flowers. So everyone else's different colour choices. And these will all be on the website as well. So if you need any inspiration, then you can always go and have a look at what colours we've used. So that's a really nice birthday wishes sentiment in the middle there. Just matte and layer it. Pop it on a foam pad and that just stands out above. This is really cute. So using that corner but going around all 4 of them.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
I know, and oranges and pinks together, which is nice.
It is nice, isn't it?
So I'm guessing when she's been using the mask, you use both colours at once then, is that right?
Yeah, I think it's just picking which flowers you want to have pink and do
okay.
those pink, and then do the
Yeah.
other ones peachy. Yeah, just kind of mixing and matching as you go through.
Super cute. And then this one as well with some purple and more like greeny shimmer card, which is really sweet. Some diamond sparkle gemstones as well. I don't feel like we've used any gems today.
Haven't used any.
Which not like us.
I know. Maybe we're not well. Maybe we need to go home.
This is the beautiful blue tip. And with that tile background that we just used on that last demo as well, so using all 4 of the masts in there to create that tile. But doesn't it look sweet behind the little bird?
It's really cute, isn't it?
Yeah, it really
And you
is.
just do the same technique where earlier where we just masked kind of up to the foil. You just do the same with this. So do your bird first, and then put your backgrounds over and just go up to your birds.
Yeah.
Is how I would do it. I don't know if that's how that's been done, but that's what I would do.
Well, I think so, because I was thinking at first it was fussy cut the bird, but it's not. It's all on there, isn't it? And then if you just want to use the bird by itself, it looks beautiful on just plain white. It's just so clean and it's just really precise. It looks lovely. And then we're getting a little bit creative here. We're using some of our moonstone dyes, adding a little bit of foliage on the branch, which is nice. It just extends that a little bit more. And then one that incorporates them both together. So we've got the beautiful corners and the little birdie in the middle. With just a note to say, I really quite like the colour of these.
It's nice, isn't it?
Could you make it more autumnal? I guess you can,
Yeah,
can't you, really?
definitely.
So you
Yeah,
can do,
for sure.
use whatever colours you want with these masks to make whatever, however you're feeling that day, but we just absolutely love them. But we're coming straight back to you.
Okie doke, so we're going to do the blue tick, because we've not done him yet. He's very, very cute.
Oh yeah, I'm excited
So
for this.
cute. So for this one, you need your warm honey, you need your velvet fawn, which is such a lovely shade. You need your electric blue, we need that pear green again. We need muddy boots, and we need the charcoal. So the charcoal is that last layer that just completes it. Honestly, I'll show you each layer as we go, and it's when we put that last one on, it just pops and comes to life. So we are going to just do this on a piece of cardstock, it doesn't matter where, because we are going to cut him out. So it doesn't matter whereabouts we put it on the page. Where have my other birds gone?
What have you
I'm
got?
like missing 2 of my blue tits.
Oh, well, I have some if you...
But I don't know where they've gone.
Oh,
This
here.
is- Oh, they must have been stuck on the bottom of my trimmer when I picked my trimmer up. It's like, where are they? Honestly, you can't take me anywhere. Don't ever trust me with stuff like this. I'm too messy. I really am. Okay, so layer A is the warm honey and the velvet fawn, and it is the kind of the little breast on the bird there and that branch. So just lining that up. So I'll just pop that down with some tape, and then again I'm just going to go with my pencil and just grab the scallops of those corners there, and it just helps lining up that next layer. So we want warm honey first of all. Such a lovely colour, this one. It really is beautiful. So let's grab some of that on here. I'm on a new sponge, so make sure we've got plenty on there to start with. It's hard work when you've got new sponges. They're not juicy, they're not ready.
Yeah.
There we go, so just get that colour in there. Now with this one, again, it's not a disaster if you go into the branch, because obviously we're going to go over that with the velvet fawn, so it's going to cover up any of that wild honey, so don't worry about that. So let's grab that off there. Let's get our velvet fawn.
I saw something the other day on Facebook, and it was like a colour chart, like a Pantone colour chart. And
Okay.
it asked a school, I can't remember where, like a primary school
Yeah.
children to name all the colours.
Okay.
And there were some really good ones.
Oh, that sounds ace. They're so funny, aren't they, kids? Like with
Yeah.
colours. Sophie's, they've got a book at nursery called Colour Monsters. And all the colour monsters have got feelings. So like red is anger.
Yeah.
so Sophie's got like quite obsessed with these colour monsters. So she'll come in and she'll go, "Oh, what is yellow?" And then I have to go, "Oh, happiness." And then she'll go, "Oh, but what is blue?" And she's like, "It's sadness." Like all of this. And then she'll go, "What's pink, Mummy?" And I'm like, "I don't know, Sophie, what is pink?" She'll just go, "Oh, it's love." It's so funny.
Oh, that's really sweet.
It is really very cute. But it's getting very repetitive. Not gonna lie. Okay, so layer B is again just going to slot in there, and you can see again where this goes because you've got the little feet of the bird there just holding that in place. And mask B is electric blue. Now when I looked at this I was like, what? What is going on? Because it is vibrant, but you can see how amazing it looks. It is so cool. It's like the perfect colour. So this is going to go along the top of the bird, and it also comes down into the feet as well. So let's get that on first of all. And it gives us this little bit of detail on the kind of little breast area here, which goes like a greeny colour because obviously it's got the honey underneath. So it's really, really clever how the layering has been done, because it isn't just all about, you know, the areas. It gives you a completely different colour because it's going over the honey. It's just so, so clever. So that is our second layer. And then our next layer is the pear green and the muddy boots. So the pear green, again, just does this kind of detail on the little blue tits, and the branch detail just adds some texture in as well with that muddy boots. So just lining that up on there. So let's get our pear green. Oh, where have I put it? I've not put it back on. Honestly, Kelly, I can't be trusted. Cannot be trusted. So let's get that detail onto here, and again it's going to pop some detail onto the little part here, which again is just going to give you a completely different colour because you've got that honey underneath. So just making sure you're getting in that detail because they are only tiny little bits.
Does Bex know when she goes on maternity leave you will be taking over her desk? Maybe not intentionally.
Oh no, I do that as soon as she's not here. She's at Hobby Maker today. I'll be spreading out. Always.
She'll be in tomorrow morning.
That is the rule. No, I am very good. I do spread back in before she comes back. But it's just so easy to do when you know they're not there. You're like, oh, I'll just put that there. But yeah, that will be happening. I will have. I'll just have 2 desks then.
I know.
It'll be ace. Okay, so just add in that detail there. So look how good the branch looks once we've added that detail in. It looks amazing, doesn't it? And then are you ready for the charcoal? Because it looks so good once we add this bit in. So it's looking pretty good. Looks like a bird, definitely. But wait till we've added this one in. So the final layer is going to give us that kind of detail around the eye, a little bit on the wings there. Be careful, this bit here is quite delicate. So when I was saying earlier about making sure you kind of go along with those spikes, those loose bits, we're going to kind of ink that way, and then it's going to give us that foot detail as well. So let's just line that up. So you do have those corners obviously to line up to, but again with this one you can just see where it needs to go. So we'll just make sure that we get that lovely colour in there, making sure we're really getting into those nooks and crannies, because it's just going to give us such a crisp finish. And again, because this is going over the colour, it's going over the blue, it's going to give us like those kind of blue undertones to that black as well, so it's going to look different than where we've done kind of solid black. So just kind of dab in there, because you don't want to come that way and you don't want to go that way because you're going to upset those little bits of wings there. So anywhere where you need to, you can just kind of dab that ink in instead of kind of blending around. Just make sure we've got that lovely crisp detail there and on the head. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Look at him!
Oh, it's so good.
Isn't it clever?
It just doesn't even look like something that you've done with inks. Do you know what I mean?
It just looks like it's printed, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's
it really
so,
does.
so clever. Okay, so I'm going to get all of these messy things out of the way for now, so that we just don't get ink everywhere. We don't want it. And I have one that I've already done and cut out, so we'll revert to the one we prepared earlier. So you don't have to wait and watch me cut him out. I'll put him on one side though, because we will use him because he's rather fabulous. And then we're going to do a little bit of die cutting as well on here. Because we're going for quite a nice, clean, simple look with this card. So we definitely don't want to get inky things everywhere. This is the only problem when you're doing this, like not on a messy mat.
Yeah.
Really, if you do all your inking on a messy mat, you can just kind of lift it up out of the way when you get to your crafting. But it's easy enough to wipe up as well. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of embossing and a little bit of die cutting. So I'll do my embossing first of all. And I want to do this because Stacey mentioned it yesterday and I was like, oh, this sounds really cool.
Okay.
So we're going to use the stripe. It's definitely a stripe, am I right? So I'm going to pop that in there and we're going to run that through. Let me get those plates. And just line that up. I'm going to try and put it in. It doesn't like it because it's like bent the other way. Let's see if it'll. I'm going to give it back. It's because they're too curvy. We're having to go upside down. I'm trying to like uncurve them a bit, like put them the opposite way, but it just doesn't like it. Keeps saying no. Just angering the Gemini. Okay, so we've done that one that way. Look at the embossing. It's so good. And then I'm going to put it in that way. So we're going to get like a cross hatch kind of look. As soon as Stacey mentioned it, I was like, oh my God, that sounds incredible. I need to try it. Oh, go on. So we're going to pop this this is going to be like in the background. It's not going to be like a feature. It's going to be kind of behind our blue tip. And look what it does. So obviously it does pop down some of the other embossed areas, but you can it's really hard to pick up on screen. But the kind of texture is there of the, is that side any better? Kind of, you can kind of see it. So it's there, but not as prominent obviously as the diagonal stripe, but it does look really cool. So then we're going to go to this piece of cardstock and we're going to cut a circle out of here. So I'm going to go with this one, which is your second one down from the largest. So I'm just going to tape that in place because I want that to kind of be roughly in the centre, about there. And let's run that through first, and then we'll start putting it together and see how it all looks. Oh, I'm going to need more plates. Hold up. Stop. Come back. It's not enough plates, is it? It's not enough plates. That's the embossing plates. We need all the other jazz.
Oh, God.
Oh, a little bit of hair. Right. Let's put you in as well. Probably don't need that metal plate, but it's in there now. In we go. Yeah, that wouldn't have even touched the surface, I don't think. It definitely wouldn't have cut through. Okay.
I remember when I first started here, and I don't know why, I was doing something with the die cutting machines. And I don't know, I remember putting something in and it got stuck and I was like, I couldn't pull it out, it wouldn't, I turned it off and I was like, oh no, and I had to go and get Stacey, I think it was. I was like, could you please come and help
Can you
me?
help?
I was really scared. It's like, oh no.
That's so funny. Okay, so we're going to pop that like kind of crisscross hatch in the background. And
Oh, that looks cool.
it does look cute, doesn't it? And then we've got a little blue tip that we can bring in into kind of like the foreground. We're going to lift that up, just debating if we need the little scallop border around
Oh, okay.
around there or not. What do you think?
Let's have a see. Oh, maybe.
Because we could do it in the green.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice.
So it's matching. I say we do it in the green. There's only one sheet of that green in here. We might not be able to. We might not be able to. I don't think we can because we've used the green already. We might just have to leave it.
Well, it still looks nice.
It still looks cute, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It still looks cute. Okay, so this is going to go in flat because this is going onto the base of the card. So I purposely did this smaller than 6x6 so that this would just sit kind of in the background like this. Make sure that that's in the middle. And then this panel here, we're going to layer it with our foam pads. So let's get our strips. I'm going to put them somewhere logical. Oh, let's just get these instead. Oh, they're there. Found them. That's why I just shouldn't be let out, Kelly. This is why they don't let me do things like this.
Yeah, that's why. Last week she wasn't really at Hobby Maker. It's just like, no, we can't have her on again.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, it's funny. But I'm sure this is just how everyone crafts at home. They're just messy.
Oh, yeah, I don't
We can't
think-
all be organised like Stacey.
Why, was she very organised
Oh,
yesterday?
she's ridiculously organised. She is.
No, you've got to have a messy workstation.
Yeah, it's the rules, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everything's got to go missing. That always happens. You don't have the right things. This is why you've got to make sure you have the things, though, because we're very lucky. We can just go and get things.
Yeah.
If we run out, you guys have to wait. So that is going to go over the top of there. So just giving us that height on the foreground. We'll add our little blue tip in the middle there. So let's go to our skinnier strips for this so that we can just get a little bit along that bottom branch. So I can just add that on to there, and then on our actual blue tip I will put 2 layers on because obviously we've already lifted up a layer
Yeah.
from the background, and that just means it will sit nice and flush. So we can just pop him on to there. And then I feel like we need some sentiment, so I got our little Just My Type.
So handy, these little pads.
So handy, it really is. Let's have a look what we've got on here. There's all sorts. The problem is that it can take ages just to pick what you want.
My special friend is cute.
Well, special friend there.
Yeah.
I quite like the Make Someone Smile today as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite cute, isn't it? So just going along here with our scissors just to get that nice little sentiment out. You can use your trimmer, of course. So we'll pop that just up at that top there. Obviously we could ink it as well. If you wanted to ink it one of the colours, you can absolutely do that. You could go with the like the pear green would be really cute. We'll just add that up in the top. And then let's pop this onto a card blank. And then we might add some gemstones, Kelly,
Oh.
because we've been deprived of them. I feel like we kind of need them.
Yeah, we can't do a show and not have gems.
Not without any.
No.
That would just be madness, wouldn't it? So let's have a look what we've got. Oh, look at this blue. It's like perfect.
Oh yeah, that's
Let's see if we've just got another sheet though, because they're all quite big. I'd like some smaller ones. Can we make that blue work? Let's just scatter a little bit randomly some of these onto here.
Could you, if you want? Oh yeah, of course you could. Silly question. Never mind.
It's okay. What was your silly question?
I was going to say, because could you ink your cross stitch, cross hatch pattern? But of course you can. if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we've used Ink Me, but if you wanted to, you could do it in a double scorable and then sand some off as well.
Yeah.
That would show that pattern up even more. So yeah, there's loads of things you can do with the embossing folders. You just need them.
Need them, yes.
So we'll do a random little scatter there. And then we'll do a random little scatter up here as well. Let's go big one. Come on. Sometimes the shovel is easier and sometimes the pokey tool is easier. Depends what mood the gemstones are in.
It's really cute.
It's so cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
So cute.
Makes somebody smile today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I fully enjoyed your 3 demos of the day.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You enjoyed the chaos?
Yeah, but I am calm now.
Good.
I am. You set me up for the rest of my day. So I'm good.
Good news for me.
Yes, it's good news for you. Thank you very much. If you don't want to finish watching us today, then it's okay, because Rebecca is at Hobby Maker. Hopefully, she is there at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock with Spring Clean sale. You don't want to miss it. There's absolutely tons. I've not had a nosy at what you've got.
Goodness.
Actually, I've only looked at us.
Yeah, there's so many things. I think there's only one item that is the same, that we both have the same. Other than that, we've kind of got our own stuff.
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
So head over at 1 o'clock. She'll be live with a whole host of goodies. And then, can you believe it's nearly the end of April, which means one thing, it's our Super Saver deals tomorrow. So it will be Kat and Becca here in the morning at 10 a.m. But we'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day, and it's goodbye from us.